Hey guys, I'm Fiddlesticks. Welcome back to another video. And today we are going to be playing Animal Crossing New Horizons on Nintendo Switch. We'll be checking out my island after a year of neglecting it. And I hope that all of my villagers are still here on my island and nothing has changed. So, let's get to it. Okay, guys, this is my island. It's as I remember it, nothing has changed much. Obviously, kasi hindi ko naman ginagalaw to over years, so wala talagang magbabago. But let's check out the town map. See if our villagers are still here. So my island is called Slughorn because I love Harry Potter and my favorite character is Horace Slughorn, the head of Slytherin and Voldemort's teacher. So I vibe with him pretty much. He prefers staying on the low key side, but still having some major influence on on all of the characters. So yeah, I kind of related to him that much, to be honest. So anyway, here are my villagers. Everyone seems to be here still. Okay, so we have Tia. She's one of my favorite villagers because she reminds me of a teapot. She's an elephant, but her head's designed like a teapot, and it reminds me of tea, which I love drinking it. It's very relaxing. So every time I look at her, I feel so relaxed. So yeah, I will have no plans on kicking her out. Next, we have Lucky. He's definitely the favorite villager of mine because he just reminds me of our dog. He's obviously a dog, but when I look at him, it reminds me of a dog that you have to take care of since he looks injured, but he's hopefully not injured. Anyway, yeah, whenever I look at Lucky, I feel so protective of him. I give him the best gifts. I visit him every day whenever I open up the game. He's the first one I visit. And yeah, he's pretty adorable. Nothing else much to say. Next, we have Sly and Agnes. These two are my original villagers. We have made a lot of memories together, so I don't have any plans on evicting them from my island, and they're going to stay here because uh, I make it a policy of mine to whenever I get things or villagers at the beginning, I always stick with them to the end. So yeah, these two are permanent. Next up, we have Apollo. He's actually one of the popular villagers last year before I took a break. He was in a tier lower than Raymond, if you can remember who he was. And when I saw him on my third or fourth villager hunt, I immediately took him in because he was popular back then. And yeah, he's pretty chill. And he and Sly get along very well. So I have nothing against that. So next we have O'Hare. I think he's one of the two recent additions to the island, and Beardo before I took a break. And I haven't formed much of a connection between these two, so I don't have anything much to say. Hopefully, we get along. If not, it's fine if they leave, I guess. I haven't vibed with them much. So, yeah. Next, we have Sally. Sally is actually one of my favorites too. He's a simple squirrel, but she's not as fashionable as Tia or Agnes, but She's very cute. She knows what she's gonna say. She calls me Nutmeg, which I think is adorable. So that's one of the reasons why I'm keeping her. And she actually, I do remember that she tried to leave a couple of times, but I didn't give her that chance. So yeah, she's staying here until I decide that she can leave. So next we have Julian. He's one of the popular villagers like Apollo, since I took a break. And uh, actually, just for the sake of his popularity, I haven't kicked him out yet. But his house does look really good. It's full of zodiac furniture. So I think that's kind of my cup of tea. Yeah. And he's color blue. Favorite color is blue. So why not? Last but not the least, we have Norma. She's a cow, obviously, and her house is a barn house. And actually, she's the fourth villager that I got. After Julian, Julian was the third, and Norma was the fourth, and she kind of stuck with me. She's really kind. She goes along really well with all of my villagers. Yeah, I don't have any problems with her, so I'm letting her stay for as long as she likes. So that's it for all of our villagers. We do have all 10 of them, and to be honest, I don't really think I'm going to be changing any of them anytime soon. We'll probably be sticking with them until, except for these two. If they ask to leave, then I'd probably let them leave. So, anyway, let's go on with the tour of the island. Okay, guys, let's start the tour of the island. I do think na mas maganda if sisimulan natin to sa may airport. So, para pataas tayo. So, let's go over there now. So, we are in the airport. Let's check over here. I don't have a flag yet. Wala pa kasi akong makitang design na bagay sa Slughorn. I know maraming Harry Potter custom codes there, but I haven't really found the best one for mine. So, mag-hunting tayo soon. Anyway, once you get off the airport, you're greeted by this nice center park area. Tapos may telephone booth dito. So pag if you want to call someone from another island or any of my villagers, you can do that from here. And may briefcase tayo dito. Kay Rover ata ito, as far as I remember. Nilagay ko lang siya dyan kasi it looks interesting. Parang may nakaiwan ng briefcase tapos walang gustong kumuha. So, iniwan na lang nila dyan. Anyway, let's go over here. We have this beautiful statue. We have some sitting areas over here. And pag umakyat ka pa dito sa taas, we have some marketplace decorations na parang central square. Tapos may fountain sa gitna. And then we have some stalls here to make this area more lively. And yeah, yun yung space na to. So let's go to the left side first. This is Able Sisters. Nilagay ko siya malapit sa entrance ng airport for everyone's convenience. Sa lahat ng mga dadalaw dito, if meron pa. And dinesign ko lang yung outside para ma-extend yung space nila. So, and of course, after mo mag-shopping, syempre magugutom ka na. So, I provided an Able Sisters Cafe by the canal. So, yeah, who doesn't want to drink or eat by the river, diba? So, yan, ito. it looks really nice. Bet na bet ko yung look niya. And it looks really good at night. And, especially if may kasama ka dun. Pero nakakatakot yun. So, anyway, down here, we have some random flowers lang na nakakalat to make space for my renovations. And may mga items din dito. We have some Pisces lamps na super random lang. Hindi ko pa alam kung saan ko sila lalagay. And yep, still full of clutter. But I think for this one, for my Able Sister space, I think that's pretty much settled. If may idadagdag man ako, probably clutter lang para to make this space more lived in or parang gamit na gamit. Anyway, right by Able Sisters, we have the Canal Street. This is one of my favorite spots sa entire island. Kasi naman ang ganda tingnan. Lalo na pag kukuha ka ng shot, tingnan mo with the street lamps and the seats, the reading areas right by the river, the garden wagons, the liveliness lang it takes you in. So, yeah. And nakuha ko tong inspiration na to in Pinterest and sa Tumblr. Search nyo lang European Street, Canal Street. So, marami kayong makikita inspiration dun. And you can get a couple of ideas from someone and make it your own. Put your own flair to it. So, parang hindi ka lang kumuha ng content ng iba. But, yeah, ito yung version ko ng Canal Street. So, I'm pretty happy with this. If may dadagdag man ako, probably lalagyan ko lang ng mga stalls dito. Para again, pag tinignan ko siya right by here, parang mas may liveliness pa on the sides. So, yun nga. And once we go over here, we have some super random stalls na I think I was planning on extending the street canal last year para mas maging malaki siya, but I thought against it kasi nga nilagay ko yung Able Sisters sa kabila. So we're going to be renovating this side para maging bike space, I think. Kasi nilagyan ko na siya ng bicycles dito. But that's the idea. So over here we have our house. There's Beardo. And right by the beach we have just some random clutter, some flowers, and Beardo's house again para may space tayo. Lagay ko lang yung pool dyan kasi nga wala na rin nata akong space sa inventory ko. And sa storage pala. And some surfing stuff na i-adjust din natin. And yun. And if nakita nyo sa town map kanina, this was supposed to be a villager square. But then, parang medyo unfair yun sa mga villagers kasi nga I was trying to extend the canal street doon at the time. So, yun, I decided to not go through with a one-sided village. So, parang the plan is to scatter the houses as much as possible para may kanya-kanya pa rin silang character and may sarili-sarili silang unique designs. So, ganun yung magiging plan natin for the next couple of weeks once we start renovating my island. So, over here, we have just Sly's house, I think. And then here we have Lucky's and a random beach area. Ayusin natin yan soon. We have, oh my god, we have a message bottle. Pero wala na akong space sa inventory ko. So, hindi ko na siya mapupulot. Nandyan din naman siya. So, kunin na lang natin siya once we have the space. And over here, maraming flowers. Ayoko sila i-dispose kasi baka gamitin ko sila on another part of my island. Pero most likely, hindi mangyayari yun. Pero ayoko lang talaga nagtatapon ng flowers. Kasi parang Wala, labag lang sa aking kalooban na magtapa ng something that is alive. Wow. Anyway, over here, right by the canal street, uh, I think this was supposed to be an Red's art stalls. Ito nga yung mga common paintings, statues na iniwan ko dito. I was planning on making a sort of special area for Red and to showcase yung mga art niya na binebenta. And I think it's also very European. And I actually found an inspiration for that. Um, so parang gumawa siya ng kanyang area for Red na maraming statues over here. We have paintings, some of the potteries. So, ayun yung gusto kong gawin. And to make to incorporate my style on it. So, yeah, this is pretty much the left side. Let's go upstairs. I know there's nothing over here. This was previously a wooden code, but I replaced it with a cafe sign. That's why it's spread over here. And over here, ito nga yung continuation ng villagers area natin na hindi nangyari. So, I think ito yung house ni Tia before kasi she's yung exterior ng house niya is color light blue. So, dinecorate ko siya with white bulbs and blue roses and this nice blue pool for her. But yeah, i-move din natin yan. And here, I think, is Agnes's house. Yep, it's Agnes's. She's pink, so she's color pink. So I decorated her with pink flowers, and that's about it. Over here, another house spot. Here, I think, is O'Hare's. I don't remember his house that much, but yeah, that's his house. Yeah, nothing much to see over here. Here we have Apollo's house, and before nung villagers area pa to, I gave him this kind of cliff, and since he's an eagle, he can use this to take off and fly anywhere. So I think that was a really nice touch for him. So yeah. And last but not least, si Norma, Norma the cow. And again, I gave him this hay stack, which is a bed. And then this cypress bath for her, kasi nga, she's one of my nicest villagers. So, I do have some level of spoiling for her. Anyway, ito yung back. I think I remember na dapat nandito yung bahay ko and yung bahay ni Lucky over here kasi nga siya yung pinaka-favorite ko. So, dapat nandito yung bahay niya sa tabi ko. So, hindi natuloy kasi nawala na ako ng space. So, I had to rethink and yeah, doon ako na nawala ng inspiration na ituloy itong project na to. So, now that we're back, ayusin natin ito lahat. So down here, we have this nice viewing area. Alam ko may telescope dito. And may pagoda doon sa taas ng waterfall for a nice view. Pero napalitan ko na yan before ako na-break. And down here, papunta sa secret beach. Ito nga, parang gumawa ako ng parang street. Parang boardwalk where maraming stalls dito pero nawawala na sila kasi nakakalat na. And dito parang dinecorate ko lang siya para maging mukhang used and messy and parang medyo sketchy siya tignan punta sa boat ni Red. So, yeah, ito yung area na yan. I have I do plan on maintaining this kind of design for this area. Pero obviously, babawasan siguro natin yung cliffs. And we'll probably be making like a mountain area at the back. And by this secret beach. So, to keep it more interesting. And over here, I don't have anything much over here, just some behind trees, and I never really got the idea of what to do with that. So, inayaan ko lang siya dyan. And ito yung grabe ang daming flowers. Hindi ko alam kung saan kasi nagagamitin. Pero ayoko, nanghihinayang naman ako kung itatapan ko lang sila. So, hinahayaan ko lang sila dyan. And then, we'll cross the bridge when we get there. So, anyway, ito yung left side ng aking island. So, let's go back to the right side. So, here we are back at the airport entrance. And now, let's take a look at the middle square. Before pala tayo pumunta sa right side, dito muna tayo. Sa taas ni Abel Sisters, I think this is a small street leading up to Julian's house. He's actually one of the stylish villagers, so I picked him so he could manage Abel Sisters behind the scenes. So that's why I gave him probably a VIP access to Abel's, if you will. So that's that. And going up here in the central square, we have Sally's house. I think this is Sally's house. I just gave her a nice quaint backyard. So she's small naman. So I think this fits her perfectly. And we do have some flowers over here. And over on the other street, we have Tia's house. Ito nga sabi ko kanina, her house is like blue. And I gave her a nice sitting area outside. There's tea over here and a towel basket. And that's all there is to it, actually. And the same as Sally's, I gave her a quaint backyard. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So right next to her house is actually a white garden that I haven't been able to fully furnish. It looks fully furnished, by the way, but I haven't finished with this design yet. So it's kind of a white garden where everyone can relax over here by the sitting area and listen to someone playing the piano. So I think it was a really good idea. Anyway, let's go down. Let's go back to the airport entrance and then go over to the right side. So for the right side of the airport entrance, we have this portable toilet. Obviously, this is for the visitors who had a really long flight. If they want to relieve themselves, they can do so here. And in front of the toilets are food stalls and the pottery stalls. So I do have all of the fruit boxes available here. And I do love how it's showcased. So parang marketplace na yung nangyari sa kanya. And going up to the stairs over here, we have Nook's Cranny. And like Abel's, sobrang near lang siya sa airport for everyone's convenience. And I gave it some nice food stalls over here. For example, if you're waiting for your turn to sell your turnips, because my island has a really high turnip buying price, you can wait outside here. You can eat ramen while waiting. And these are some pro custom designs. I don't actually remember where I got this. But yeah, these look really cool. And I added the kettle pot burning, cooking at the background to make it more refined. So yeah, that's pretty much my Nook's Cranny. And it's pretty cozy. It's pretty walled off, and you can only take the stairs to it. So yeah, down here, meron tayong statue and a garden wagon because I didn't really know what to place here back then. So I think I'm gonna be keeping this since we have plenty of seating areas over here, and it's actually a really nice touch. Yeah, it looks really nice. Down here we have by the beach, we have couple more random flowers and some clutter. And there's Agnes. And we do have some clutter over here as well. And yep, we have some stalls that we need to fix, and we'll be fixing them definitely. And once we go up here, nandito yung parang Zen Garden, I think. Kasi nandito yung stone bath, public bath ko, and yung bamboo bench. And there's a bunch of bamboos over here. So, I think it did not really took off. Kasi hindi ko, it was actually an afterthought lang. Kasi yung inuna kong gawin yung nasa taas nito. And then I did not really know what to do with the space. So ginawa ko siyang Zen Garden na lang na public. But we'll be replacing this with something soon. Hopefully a Zen Garden then. Pero much improved. So that's that. And once we go up here, I do remember this one. I called this the Four Seasons Central Park because it's smack dab in the middle of our neighboring neighbor center residential services area. So yeah, this was inspired by the last Airbender. No, not the movie, the animated one. We have four seasons. So this side is winter, and that's for water. This one, spring and earth. This one of summer for fire, and the last one, this one's autumn for air. And I kind of went along with the randomness of the flowers. So yeah, nung una, parang hindi ko pa siya bet. Naglalagay pa lang ako ng flowers. But once na natapos na siya, I actually liked how it's set up. So maybe it's just me, pero gusto ko yung itsura niya. So we'll probably be keeping this the way it is. Siyempre lalagyan ko siya ng fence. And i-adopt ko yung parang yung parang brickstone dividers or pathways para maging more refined yung look niya. So, right to the right of this Four Seasons Central Park is the fish market. And ito, I got this idea also from Pinterest and Tumblr. Tapos, for those, they actually have a fish market that's more in the center of the island, far from the beach. But ako naisip ko na fish market nga siya. So I think it's more appropriate to have that right next to the beach. So ayun yung ginawa natin dyan. And like the park, I think I'm gonna be keeping this. And syempre i-refine lang natin para magmukha na talaga siyang fish market. So moving on, up here we have the residential services area. Nothing much to see here. I haven't fully designed this one yet. And ayusin natin yan. I do have a couple of ideas. So, oh my god, si Agnes hopefully hindi ka aalis. Oh, Victorian dress. I do have that. And, wag muna for the sake of this video. So, balikan na lang kita ulit, Agnes. And over here, this just extends to the canal street, I think. Yeah, it extends to the canal street. So this is a nice river or street by the river. And I think dito dapat talagyan ko siya ng brick bridge para magmukha siyang much more refined. And bala ko rin lagyan ng houses doon sa kabilang side para magmukha siya yung Amsterdam like residential area. So, ayun. And then over here we have some random stalls that I haven't removed yet. going over to this side, we have the campsite. Ayusin din natin yan. Over here, we have the museum. So, ito, I think I'm gonna be renovating this as well. I would probably not keep this at this side of the island. Lalagay ko siya siguro sa left side, sa may gitna, para maayos ko siya kasi plano ko talaga siyang gawan ng parang two levels, or actually isang level pa lang, tapos lalagyan ko ng dalawang stairs para magmukha siyang grand. But that time, parang nung iniisip ko pa yung future layouts ko, parang kukulangin ako sa stairs. So, hindi ko siya tinuloy. And then, I went ahead with the ground level instead. So, I think it looks really nice naman when you look at it. When you look at it, yeah, I think I'm keeping the overall design, but I'm just gonna elevate it further to make it more refined lang din. Over on the right side of the museum, may mga puno tayo and the lighthouse and some I think these are there's some windmills. Those are wind turbines. Bibili pa ako. Nakuha ko yan dun sa Nook store. Dun sa may residential services, yung ATM. Gagawa tayo ng parang wind power field. Para yun yung clean energy tayo, guys. So, yeah. That's what we're going for. So, over here, nothing much. Marami na tayong flowers. And natatandaan ko, nilagay ko itong flowers na to kasi sila yung necessary sa garden wagon, which I really like kasi ang ganda ang ganda siya pang clutter. So, eto right by the museum, natatandaan ko is bala kong gumawa ng library by the museum. Pero hindi ko nagustuhan yung una ng itsura nung nilalagay ko na yung bookshelves. So, gagawa natin din ng paraan kasi I definitely want to keep a library on my island. So, over here, wala masyado. Yung fruit trees lang. Down here, yun lang din. And eto, wala din masyado. Ito yung bridge sa kabila. So, yep, I think that's everything for my island. So, as you can see, sobrang kalat niya at the moment kasi hindi ko pa siya binabalikan in over a year. But, definitely, we're going to be trying to refine it a bit more. I've made it a personal plan of mine to complete this island by this year. So I'm gonna be uploading a couple more videos for about renovating the island. So that's about it for the island tour. Nung nakita nga naman natin, wala masyadong developed na areas. There were some, lalo na yung Canal Street, which I fully intend on keeping. Lalagyan lang natin siya ng mga konting items pa para magmukha siyang lived-in and mas mukha siyang populated. And yeah, as you can see, marami nga tayong kailangang ayusin. And we're gonna be getting to that real soon. And I hope na matapos natin itong project na to. So anyway guys, thank you for watching and see you soon.